I still think my favorite way of building businesses is with those referral partners, those Dream 100 referral partners. And that's one of the things I've been thinking a lot about with my coaching business because I've been going direct to consumer for so long. Like, why don't I spend more time figuring out who is already serving attorneys and working with them directly, creating my own Dream 100 list. So this is week 6, technically. And we've talked about your offer and refining that. And hopefully you're still testing that message and refining it and improving it there. And then we talked about the one-liner. Then we talked about creating your avatar and stuff online, your website, and those types of things. That though, with the avatar, just remember like that's what people find when they're looking for you. So that's not a replacement for still having those conversations and testing your offer. And whether you want to do that in a group or one-to-one or on Facebook or social media, like there's no right or wrong way of sharing your message with people. You've just got to share it. So if you love TikTok and want to make 15 TikTok videos a day and that's working for you, then great. I'd rather gouge my eyes out than make a TikTok video. So you won't see me doing that. But as long as you're doing something, that's what matters there, right? So that when people look for you, they find your avatar online. And then we worked through that audit transfer fill, the time and energy audit. And if you haven't been doing it, some of you have admitted to starting today or restarting. I'm going to challenge you to start doing that because I think that's the most telling thing, especially if you're not achieving your goals. I love the time and energy audit because it often shines a bright light on why. It's really easy to be busy with all the things that aren't helping you achieve your goals because those are easier than doing the things that do help you achieve your goals. And when you do a time and energy audit, it's really quick to say, oh, that's the thing I'm using to distract myself from doing the things that I need to do. What you have to realize when you're buying back your time is an hour is an hour. And so if you can hire someone to do your laundry for 20 bucks, and that's an hour of your time, you no longer have to do laundry, that you bought that hour back for 20 bucks. And it doesn't have to be work stuff. It doesn't have to be lawyering stuff, right? Like to buy back an hour of your lawyering time, you're going to be paying 100 to 200 bucks an hour, right? Lawyers want to get paid. To buy back an hour of your sorting your email time is $6 and you still get an hour back. And so that's why I love the replacement ladder so much. And I wish the only complaint I have about Dan Martell's book is when he teaches the buyback rate, he's like, okay, if you're making $100 an hour, then anything that costs you less than $25 an hour, you should buy back. But he should take it like one step further and say, but you don't have to pay $25 an hour, right? If there are things that are $6 an hour, buy back those things first. And then after the $6 an hour things are gone, then do the $12 an hour, then do the $25 an hour. And then you've probably bought back 20 hours a week of your life. And if you, as he talks about, it's audit, transfer, fill, right? So you audit your time, you then transfer the lowest value tasks to people who can do it for those things. And this isn't, again, a value of the person, it's a value of the task. If this task can be delegated for $6, then find somebody who is willing to do it for $6. It's not that this person is worth $6 an hour. It's that that task is worth $6 an hour and you want to find somebody who's willing to do it for that rate. And then the next step is fill. And that's where I think a lot of people make mistakes is you need to then be going up that ladder, right? So step 1 is you remove all the admin tasks. And when you remove all the admin tasks, you're going to be doing more of the fulfillment tasks, more of the lawyering tasks, right? And then you're going to hire a paralegal of some sort. And when you hire them, this is where the plays become so important, where you have to have a really good system in place, is they need to know how many hours they have to bill in a day. And they should be billing enough to make it worth it. I think that your paralegal should bill at least half of what the attorney's billing, ideally half as the exact number. And that should be about 5 times what you're paying them. And so in a perfect world, you would pay the paralegal $20 an hour and they would be billing $100 an hour. And if you're billing them at 40, if they're charging you $40 an hour, you would be billing them at $200 an hour in a perfect world. Not every market supports that, but generally speaking, your paralegals should be billing about 5 times what you're paying them. Again, some of the like California markets, you're paying them so much and you can't quite do that. You may be only able to bill them at like 4 times. But you need to know those numbers. And then based on those numbers, that's where you set their minimum billable hour requirement for the day. And you should hold them to that.